Hi and welcome to my November wrap-up. This month I had a very busy month, so I read only 6 books, 3 physical copies and 3 on audios, all fantasy, but some gothic, some epic, some classic and some cozy, so let's get into it. So overall 6 books in 1 month, it's a very good number actually. It's more than I read from January to May this year, so that's very good, but it is the lowest month I had since June, and it's also the first month I had so many audiobooks. So let's start with the first book, which was an audiobook that I actually started in October but finished in November when I had a 6 hours drive to go through. The book was Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. So it's a cozy fantasy about a girl who works in a bookshop. She's a witch, she's turning 30 and she lives in London. She doesn't have much self-confidence. She's very scared to be discovered as a witch because she's been told, that's one of the rules, that if you're a witch and a non-witchy person discover you, then they can remove your power and all that. So she's very scared to use her power living in a non-witchy world. And she arrived at her 30th birthday where she needs to go to this, not trial, but some kind of trial, some kind of test to see what has she done with her powers and can she keep them on. So the book has been very interesting actually. I thought there would be more romance, but the romance was actually a very small part of the plot. So the book was really interesting. It gave kind of Bridget Jones vibes that I had listened to in October, but with all magical world, and there was much more plot than I thought in this book. There is the Coven who is regulating all the witchy world and she's trying to navigate through all that. Overall, it was a very fun book. The book is set in October, so I read it in October month, but I think it's a very fun book still for winter time if you like cozy environment and bookshop, and it's also her navigating her work life, her witchy life, her relationship with her mom, and all those things, and plotting some magical things going around. So it was very fun audio to listen to. It was in a British accent again. I think the author is British, I guess, because they choose an author who is British. I had a really good time listening to it. Like I said, much more plot than I anticipated, set in October, cozy, really a woman in her, who is turning 30 and trying to navigate what does she want out of life and to get more self-confidence. And yeah, overall it was a really fun book. It's part of an interconnected series of standalones. So I did listen to the second standalone. I will come into it a bit later. But for now, let's go to the second book I read this month. Just so you know, I listened to one audiobook at the same time reading a physical book. I listen to the audiobook when I'm driving or sometimes walking or cleaning around. And when I do have time to sit down and pick up a book, I choose another book. So often all those books I read this month, it was at the same time, kind of. So the first physical book I read in November is Sorcery of Thornes, which is by Margaret Rogerson, Margaret Rogerson, and it was a very fun standalone gothic fantasy. It's about a girl who is 16 and works at a library, but it's a magic library. She does not have magic, though. The library has those books which are also grimoires. No, they can turn into grimoires. I don't remember. But those books are magical and they have like feelings and they can talk and they can transform into, what was it? They can transform in some creature which then you need to tear down. The magical world was really fun, and in here the people who have magic, they are kind of like the bad guys, because the magic world, to get magic, you need to interact with demons, and overall it was really, really fun. It's a standalone. It does have a little novella that comes afterwards that I would like to read actually, because I feel like I didn't have enough of that interaction of the main 3 characters. they really started to interact more as of half of the book, which if it would have been a trilogy, I would have been fine. I mean, I would have been better, but here it's a standalone, and I feel like we didn't have enough of all of them interacting together, so I really want to read the novella to have more of those main characters. There is a nice, of course, little love story going on. There is a whole thing that you need to uncover because there is some people who are getting murdered, and libraries getting attacked, and some books are getting stolen. And yes, she's trying to navigate all that and meeting new people. I think that's it. That's all I have to say. Overall, it's really fun. The writing is good. The atmosphere is really good, especially if you live right now in a place where everything is foggy and cold, and you have like those gothic atmosphere. It's a really fun book, and she's 16, but she doesn't feel so 16 and teenage, so that's really nice. That was a really fun read. Next, let's go to the second audiobook I listened to this month, and it's actually the new Harry Potter full cast audiobook, which was really fun, so I will not go on too much about it. I guess you know Harry Potter, and if you don't, how? How don't you know? I really enjoyed the full cast. I did not listen to the original audiobook, but I heard it was very good. I do think that if you don't like background noises, then you will probably not enjoy it, and you can stick to the other normal audiobook. But if you do enjoy to feel like you are watching the movie, except you have the whole book story and you can just picture it in your head, then I think you will really enjoy it, because it was really putting you, it was like watching the movie, but you had the whole plot and you just had to picture everything in your head. So for me, it was really fun, and I will continue to listen to all the audiobook as they releases. I think it's until May. They release once a month. I do have to say that for me, Harry Potter, it's more a winter time that I like to watch the movies, and that I read the book actually very late, but I read the book for the first time only a few years ago. But for me, it's more a winter time kind of vibe, so I don't know if I will listen to it as they come on every month, or if once the weather turns, I will keep them on the side for next October or like autumn, winter time. I don't know yet what I will do, but I will definitely listen to the new one coming in December. Next, it's another physical books I read, well, physical, Kindle book I read. It's The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. It's an epic fantasy. That's the first book. I think it will be a trilogy, if I'm right. I might be wrong, but I remember it should be a trilogy. It's a really fun book. I did a vlog about it that normally would be posted before this video. So if you want to have more insight, feel free to go watch that video. But overall, it was a very, very fun read. It was not a 5-star feeling, like I did not get super addicted, but I was happy to read it, and it was a very fun ride. It had a lot of twists. You have trials, you have magical animals. The narrator is really, really interesting. I don't want to tell you too much about it, but the narrator is really interesting. The main characters are in their 30s. I mean, the main character, she's in her 30s, and the rest of the people are also adults. I did get confused because many of the names were similar, but overall it was a very, very fun book, and it just didn't give me that addictive 5-star feeling that, oh my god, I cannot get enough of it. But it was really fun, it was easy to understand overall, and I will definitely continue the series as soon as other books will come out. And I even will tell you, I do think I will get the physical book of this and reread it when the next one comes out, because now that I know everything that has happened and how everything unfolds, I really have the urge that I want to reread it all, knowing that what I know now, like, you know, it's those kind of stories, then afterwards you feel like, oh, but here, that means this went on, and this went on, and this went on, and that means this, and all that. So yeah, I will definitely reread it. I do think I will get the physical copy. You can go see my vlog for all the raw emotions. But yeah, it was a really, really fun read. I cannot recommend this enough. Next book is also an audiobook. It's Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. So it's the second standalone in that interconnected series. We are set also in London, in the same little village by London. Are they in a village by London? Because they live in London. Anyway, they are in the same place. The book goes on though before the first one, so it's a story that happens before. You do have one main cameo from the first book, but you can definitely read them as standalones. Knowing what happened in the first book will not help you in the second book. Anyhow, it will just be fun to watch a few characters pop up, especially one at the end was a very nice surprise. This one, I have to say I liked it, but I think I liked it a bit less. It's not that it was bad and I didn't have fun, because if it was bad I would have stopped reading it if I didn't enjoy it. It's just that it took a lot of the book was the setup of the story, and the actual summary, the plot that is advertised, I feel like it happens a bit late. It was also part actually of my reading vlog with the Raven Scholar, so if you want more insights, feel free to go watch that one. So overall, it was very fun. I will definitely read the third book, which is still a standalone in the same world, that will come out next year, I think end of September from what I checked. So they are really fun. This one, the main character, she's actually very much in love with her magic and she uses it daily in her life, and that's really part of her daily routine. She's 32, and this one, she owns a bakery, so especially if you like description of pastry and bakery, there is a lot of it inside. And she doesn't have self-confidence issues, she has the issue that everything needs to be perfect and she wants to be loved by everybody and wants to show how perfect she is. And of course then there is all the work, all the things she goes through about that. There is less plot, I feel like. Less plot, especially less magic plot. It's more towards the second half of the book. I feel like less things went on in that one, but it still was a very cozy, nice, fun book to read. So I still recommend it for you if you do like cozy, if you do like descriptive environment. And it's also set up in October actually. But yeah, if you like a cozy standalone, go read it. And if you are not sure about the writing, or if you don't like someone who wants to be perfect or someone who has less confidence, you can pick up the one you like and see how it goes. If you want a main character who is trying to figure out her life, you can read Rewitched. And if you want a girl who is learning that not everything has to be perfect and she doesn't have to be perfect all the time, you can read Unwitched. They are really fun. I will not tell you much more about it because you have everything in the reading vlog. But overall, it was very fun, and I will definitely keep going that interconnected standalone series. And the last book I read, which is a physical book that I do have in physical, is The Crimson Throne by Sarah Rush and Beth Revis. So this one is a historical fantasy. Yeah, it's a retelling on the Mary Queen of Scots and all the conflicts they have between Scotland and England. It is set up in Scotland, this one. Apparently the next one will be more about England, but this one is more about Scotland. You do not follow directly Mary Queen of Scots, but you follow a girl who is working with her, and she's half human, half fae. Yeah, she's half fae. Her job is to protect the magical world. Basically, the world, like the normal world, is connected to the magical world, and there is that barrier, so she cannot get out of Scotland. But she is here to protect that wall and to make sure that the whole world survived. And it's actually a dual point of view. So you follow her, and you follow also an Englishman who is from England, and he's been sent to Scotland to spy on the court. They end up meeting and talking with each other, and she doesn't trust him. He doesn't really know why he's sent there. He was sent there by his father. They both have a hard, complicated relationship with their own father. He has this curse that was put on him and make him have blackouts, so he wants to go and try to find a cure for that while he's in Scotland. That's the reason he goes there. Yeah, I don't think I will tell you much more about it, because then you just have to go and read it. You do have a bit of info about how I ended up buying this one on my Scottish book haul that has been posted normally. Yeah, it was fun. Is it the most addictive, interesting read ever? Not to me, But I did have a really good time. I did wanted to know where the story was going. It was, I think, fast-paced. The double point of view was really nice, and you were all the time following the story. It was not like going back and forth, and they were fully, I don't know, back in time or not following up on what was going on. So it was really following on each other. Both characters were really nice, have nice development, and they're both trying to figure out more about their life, especially for the male main character. Female character, she knows a bit more about who she is, but also she got more information. So it's a fun historical twist of Mary Queen of Scots with magic and fantasy. And I think if you like that kind of vibe, you will like it. It should be a duology, if I got it right. So the second one should come out next year, but I'm not sure. But I think it should come out next year. It was fun. It was not my favorite read of all, but I feel like all the books I read this month were not my all-time favorite books, but I still had a really good time reading, and I enjoyed them, and I had fun listening to them. They also wrote a book that actually is, there is a little, here they are mentioning the Black Forest in Germany. So it's fun to have that little hint, because I know that they wrote a duology about witches in medieval time in the Black Forest. So I think I will pick it up next time I'm going there, because I'm often going to Black Forest. I wasn't sure if I would pick it up. I was waiting to see if I like the writing. I think I will pick it up whenever I go back to Germany in the Black Forest. So here you have all the books I read this month. Overall, it was a good month. I mean, I had fun. I didn't DNF any book. I didn't discover any whole-time favorites, but it was really fun books. I read much more than I expected, knowing how busy I was. The audiobooks really help. I'm really enjoying, and I keep listening to audiobooks. And also, I'm really happy because I'm really happy. I don't know. There is the 10 books I wanted to read by the end of the year, and I was definitely hoping I will be able to read a bit more of them, but I did get through 3 of those 10 books. So I have only 7 to go through, and actually I'm currently going through one right now, which will also have a little vlog about it. So yeah, not a bad month, especially considering I was so busy. I'm happy I kept still reading, taking time for it. I didn't take as much time as I wanted, but that's just life. So I hope you enjoyed this reading wrap-up. If you read any of those books or are intrigued by any of them, please feel free to comment and share with me all your thoughts about it. I hope you get some nice book recommendation. I'm trying to not read things I see all over YouTube and Instagram, but also go pick up some books that I just happen to see and pick up around. So I hope you get a good variety of what is trending and what is not. And on that note, I will leave you to your day, and I wish you a great day and see you around.